I am the great divine director, also known as Lord Ganesh by our Hindu friends. I have come today with new joyful. You guys are ascending. What do you say? You say, these are new? I do not feel any different than yesterday. Ah, but you are different. Even more, those who resist change are beginning to notice that something has changed in his world, but it could not be them. Do you? We are here to tell you gently that yes, you are. You are changing. They are changing their world. They are changing their perception of their world. They are changing inside, and changes are being reflected to you as you look out of your energy field. How are these changes being made? Through a long and subtle process of raising vibration levels and frequency. Change is happening and has been happening for a long time. However, only in the last 5 years it has accelerated the magnitude of the changes, so that the majority on the planet is facing challenges, difficulties and opportunities emerging to expand their lives, depending on your outlook on life and how they see themselves. This change, the ages, as have called New Age, is the movement of an era, or the Kali Yuga, dark cycle, of the age of Pisces, to the Satya Yuga, light cycle, of the age of Aquarium. And it is part of a larger was involved the universe. His sun is rising, your solar system is ascending, and the universe is ascending. Everything is increasing in frequency levels. The change started long ago, but has been accelerated due to the presence of light workers on the planet. And as you increase the frequency levels, beings coming into this world as babies also come with lighter frequencies. There will be no more darkness returned to this world. The powers that, PQS, now that were, have been fighting long and resisting the influx of new energies. The lineal descendants of the dark wizards of Atlantis long thought that this world belonged to them. Humanity and other life forms on the planet were considered property to be used or abused. And now they are disengagando of this arrogant attitude by raising awareness of the multitudes of mankind and the growing intensity of the attacks of nature to the old way of doing things by storms, earthquakes and such, which has been regarded as the only way of doing things, has not really been made for a long time. The indigenous seated around the globe sacred approach has been the target of attacks by the PQS for many centuries, beginning with the European invasions of North and South America, Africa and Asia. With the ebb and flow of civilizations, from Rome to the Holy Roman Empire, and then the total economic slavery of the continents, the attack on indigenous and peasants came. However, the cycles change and life moves in a sacred spiral. What is now climbing down? The energies of the planet are rising every moment of every day. You see the elevation of the reflected energy in physical changes in their bodies, still reactive in their family and friends depending on their level of acceptance, denial or resistance to change, and the collapse of its institutions which long thought that they were the basis of the modern world. What you call modern world, it has been forced on people, animals and the earth. The rape, looting, destruction of species, environment, water, air and soil. All that is necessary to sustain life on this planet has been the subject of abuse targeted by international corporations and governments imperialisticos, and especially Britain and the United States. It's enough. Heaven has decreed a cease dark cycle. Kali Yuga is fading into the sunset and is becoming the new dawn of the age of Aquarius. The transitionarios periods are always difficult, but this is different from the previous ones. With the fall of Atlantis, which gradually happened before the last cataclysm that brought the disappearance of the last island of the continent, Dark wizards have discovered methods to reap the powers of crystals and the atom. Much destruction was caused in the name of power and control. What you are experiencing today is only a shadow of what happened with the last overthrow of the culture of Atlantis. Many of the humans living on the planet today were present during the long ages of Atlantis, both during the Golden Age as long as the advent of his overthrow. Many of you played roles on both sides of board games, darkness and light, and are now balancing any work of commission or omission during those times. Although these times are difficult, it is important not to judge the actions of others outside of your energy field. Each of you was chosen to come here and experience the transition, bringing the world a new and glorious age of light and love. You have played many roles and must realize that even those who are members of the power elite also they have played on both sides. These beings are here to pass through the wealth of experience as a potential when the transition is unfolding. This time is like no other experience in this world, so I appreciate the moments of uneasy feelings, ups and downs, the fullness of sensations and views to be felt and observed. It is wonderful to be alive here and now while massive waves of light overwhelm and defeat the darkness that has prevailed for thousands of years. Many sources are reminding them daily that harmonize with your inner self, to listen to your heart, to find that quiet space called the mind highest, to spend quality time learning what they truly are you and what are not. There is much to overcome social conditioning, but will be achieved. Each of you is in a very individualized become reacquainted with her I process, the superior you who have always been here, not there, with you, but who temporarily forgot to become truly human, for a while. As workers of the light, forgetting who and what they are, have had consequences sometimes painful but can be considered as a wealth of experiences that have garnered during the course of your time here attending the local people to break the chains of economic and emotional bondage. No, they shared all parts of this great story yet. The Ascended Masters and their cousins? Galacticos have much to share with you when your energy levels ascend enough so that both can be found comfortably face to face with others in common frequency levels. We are here, and unless you are particularly clairvoyant, most of us cannot see yet. However, you are becoming more sensitive to our presence and we can feel an increased warmth emanating from the center of your heart, or a flush or sudden feeling in your body. His paranormal gifts continue to come back online as you grow in your Otochatancha, conform to new energy levels and expand their horizons. That which has been considered beyond normal is actually just a part of you which is going to open again. You are in the process of returning to the awareness that you are greater than you realize right now. You are becoming more fully human, or more compassionate to others, with all life and the world around your environment. Human beings are not meant to be cruel, destructive, or distrustful. This way of behaving was literally forced to successive generations, which were raised in fear and lack. None of these things are natural in this world or you as human beings. And you need to forgive for whatever they feel they have done wrong, or out of alignment with some tricky moral codes. Its leaders are in the process of showing just how holy they consider these moral codes by their insane actions of self-destruction and destruction of entire systems, while attempting to overthrow whole countries in a world war without declaring physical and economic terrorism. Each of you will return to self-mastery where no code delineates its external behavior, but where you follow the will of the Creator because that is your will to do so. No more being forced to become anything that you are not. You will flourish in their true potential and be all they can be. Perhaps this happens to them in the next couple of months, in a couple of years, or in an afterlife. His path is set before you by the dictates of their being and their spiritual family. They will discover what to do when they get there. Now enjoy the moments while the transition happens. You are witnessing a miracle in action, while the world and its population is 3D 4D down to the top, and eventually the 5D. It has never been achieved before, a physical ascension of an entire planet, so it's an exciting time for us and the rest of the universe. Observe what happens next when you feel overwhelmed for a few minutes or even days. They go inside, my dears, and find permanent smile on his heart. Know that we are always present with you to guide them, advise them, heal them and comfort them. We share our love for the planet, for you and for all life here. Go in peace and go with our deep love and devotion to the flames of your heart.